Hi guys, welcome to my channel Audio Video Me. Today I'm going to show you how to record an electric guitar in your home studio properly. Now for this demonstration I'm going to show you how to get a clean signal out of your guitar and how to get a distorted or effects added signal from your guitar and record them both simultaneously on your DAW software. Okay, to start with, if this is your final session of recording your final track of your guitar, then make sure the first thing you want to do is put new strings, stretch them, and tune them using an external tuner like this or whatever is available to you, but your guitar should be tuned. And as I mentioned, if you're using it for your final recording, then it's recommended that you put new strings. Okay, second, what you're gonna do is you're gonna have to take an output from the guitar. So this is an output from the guitar. This signal is instrument level signal, and I've connected it via unbalanced TS cable. So take this output and insert it into your DI box. Now you would find different types of DI box. I'm just using active DI box. If you've got a microphone preamp available as an external device, you can use that as well. That does the job. So the output from the guitar goes into the input on your DI box. You would find different types of active DI box in the market, and on this side of the DI box it could say different things like the first input should state input, but the second, which is output to your amp, guitar amp, it should say something like amp through or link. In my instance it says link. But what happening is we have taken an instrument level signal output from the guitar and we have inserted it into the DI box input, which is then linking it to this output, and this output is gonna go into the input on the guitar amp. So the signal level hasn't changed. DI box is keeping the instrument level to instrument level signal. It's not changing it to line level or mic level yet. So next, what you do is you take a XLR output from your DI box that goes into XLR input on your audio interface or your recording mixer. Now there are a few other tabs on a DI box which I want to mention. One is lift earth. Basically, if you've got like any hum or ground loops, distortion going on in your network of connections, then you can switch this to earth to eliminate it. But I've checked mine, there is no distortion going on, or there's no ground loop or hum. And there is a pad connector here. Now on different DI boxes that could have different dB value. On mine it's 0 dB and 20 dB, so it's in off position 0 dB. If I switch it on, it will add 20 dB to the signal, which I don't want to add anything. And the DI box does the conversion. For this output, it brings the impedance down to mic level and that's why we connect an XLR to our audio interface input or our recording mixer microphone input. Okay, so that's the basic on the DI box, and this output is our clean channel from the guitar, and the linked or through output from the DI box is our effects channel from the guitar. Basically what you need to do is on your guitar amp you need to switch on the dirty channel or the distorted channel, so when you play your guitar it adds distortion to the signal. Okay, second from here I'm gonna explain you how to place the microphone in front of your amp, because for this channel, for the effects channel, we are gonna capture the sound using a microphone that we are gonna place in front of the guitar amp, and then that's gonna go into the audio interface. Now there is no right and wrong here, what microphone type, what polar pattern you should use, and dynamic or condenser microphone, whatever microphone is available, go ahead, use it. Okay, if you're using a dynamic directional cadroid microphone, then I want to mention one thing here is that don't place the microphone too close to the guitar amp speaker. By doing that you're going to introduce a proximity effect, and there will be more low end captured by the microphone, and the sound will be fuller and out of balance. But if you're using an omnidirectional microphone, you can place it closer to the guitar amp and there will be no proximity effect. It's just the level will be high. But if you're using dynamic directional cadroid microphone, then don't place it too close to the guitar amp. Just place it around about a foot away, or maybe a little bit more, so you don't introduce the proximity effect, which I've already explained what it is. And now you have to trust your ears while you are placing microphones in front of the instruments. As I said, like for this instance, do not place it too close. If you're using the dynamic microphone, cadroid polar pattern dynamic microphone, then do not place it too close. That's one thing. Second thing is, if you're gonna place it, if you're gonna direct the microphone towards the speaker cone and it's exactly in the middle, then you're basically capturing the brightest sound, which you don't want as well. So try moving the mic around and play the guitar, and whatever sounds better, then just get that position as your final position. So you have to do a little bit of practice in order to get this right. What I would recommend is do not place it in the middle, just place it slightly either to the right or to the left. As I said, there are so many techniques of placing the microphone. Whatever works best for your ears and you feel that that's the right technique, go with it. But like placing it a little bit slightly, not in the middle to the right or left, then you're not basically capturing just the brightest spot, you're capturing the in-depth of the sound. And by placing it further away from about a foot or more away from the amp, you are adding the room environment into the sound as well, which you want, which would add more body and definition to the sound. And obviously, uh, if the microphone is away from the source, then it gives some depth. And so that's the basic stuff on placing the microphone in front of the guitar amp. And let's move on to the audio interface connections now, and I'll show you how to do those connections. Okay, so this is my audio interface. You could have a smaller box type audio interface, but this is basically my mixer that supports USB recording. And so on the channel 1, I've connected the microphone that I placed in front of the amp, and this is gonna be our distorted effects channel going to our software for recording. And the second channel is my clean channel. That's the output coming from the DI box. Now both are mic level inputs, so I can assure that there is no mismatch of signal level here. Okay, for my effects channel, I'm just gonna add some built-in effect. I'm just gonna add some more distortion. So I've got like built-in effects on this mixer, and I'm just gonna add distortion in it, and just gonna set the level of the distortion. I'm just gonna test it a bit that it actually has distortion. Okay, so can you hear that distortion? So if I take the effects down, there's less distortion. So now there is distortion. Okay, so that's my effects channel sorted for my recording. And the second channel is my clean channel. Just gonna test that as well, that it's outputting. Okay, so both channels are good. On my second channel, I'm just gonna add which is my clean signal, I'm just gonna add some compression before I record it. So if you on my mixer, the compression is built in, but if you haven't got a mixer or audio interface with built-in compression, you can get an external device, external compressor unit, which works way better. But I'm just gonna add 4:1 compression on my clean signal. Okay, so now let's just move to the DAW software. Now you could be using Pro Tools, Cubase, or Logic. I'm just using Logic, so I'm just gonna create 2 tracks and just show you. Run physical connections to your audio interface, and then connect your audio interface or your recording mixer to your Mac or your PC. Open your DAW software. I'm just using Logic Pro 10 for this demonstration. So create 2 tracks, name one track guitar amp or whatever you want to name it. Second one I've named guitar DI. Guitar amp is our effects signal from the guitar, and guitar DI is our clean signal. Now just make sure when you create the tracks, your input matches the input on your audio interface for that particular channel. Once all is checked, then start recording. Click on record icons on both channels, because we want to record both of these tracks together. One is going to be our clean track, one is going to be our distorted or effects channel. Okay, so I'm just going to press record, Hopefully, I've mentioned in the clearest way how to do the electrical guitar recording uh, using two different tracks, one effects and one clean. And if you have liked this video, please click on the like icon, and I'll keep making good informative audio video videos. Thank you. Bye bye.